Welcome to Algebra 1/2. We are on lesson 37. We're talking about subtracting mixed numbers. This is just like adding mixed numbers in that in order to subtract your fractions of your mixed numbers, you have to have fractions with the same denominator. So we subtract our fractions first and our whole numbers second. The reason that you have to do your fraction first and your whole numbers second is that sometimes your fraction that's on top is going to be smaller than your fraction on the bottom. So you have to borrow from your whole number in order to make it work. And if you've already subtracted, that's going to be a problem. So you have to do your fraction first. Okay, so walk through it with me. Our first example that we have up here is 4 1/4 minus 1 1/8. Well, let's focus on our fractions first. We have 1/4 and 1/8. What's the least common denominator for 1/4 and 1/8? Well, it would be 8, right? Yes. So I'm going to bring everything over with new denominators. Except here, my denominator is the same, so my numerator will also be the same. For this one, 4 times 2 is 8, so 1 times 2 is 2. Here my numerator is still greater than my denominator, so I can go ahead and subtract with no problem. 2 minus 1 is 1. My denominator doesn't change, so it's still 8. 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 1/8 is your final answer. All right, let's try this one. 416 and 3/4 minus 21 and 1/16. Okay. What is the least common denominator for 4 and 16? 16, very, very good. So once again, my bottom number won't change, but my top number will. My top denominator, that is. So this becomes 416 and a new denominator of 16 and 21 with 1/16 still. So 4 times 4 equals 16. That means I need to multiply my old denominator by 4 as well. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, I still have a bigger numerator here on top than I do on the bottom, so I'm fine. I can subtract. 12 minus 1, that's 11. So it's 11/16. Now I subtract regularly. 6 minus 1 is 5. I can't subtract 2 from 1, so I borrow from the 4, makes it a 3. This becomes 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. 3 minus nothing is 3. So 395 and 11/16. I can't reduce 11/16, so I'm done, good to go. All right, moving on now to my last example. 461 and 1/3 minus 82 and 13/15. Okay, so what's my least common denominator for 3 and 15? You are correct, it's 15. So I'm going to move this over. This becomes 461 and something 15ths. This is 82, and this one stays the same. Still 15, 13/15. Okay, 3 times what equals 15? 3 times 5, that's right. So 1 times 5 is 5. Can I subtract 13 from 5? No, because 5 is too small. So I can't take away 13 from it. That means I have to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from my whole number that's right next to it. I borrow 1. This becomes 460. That 1 that I took away is going to become a fraction now. I need to change it into a fraction. Remember, I can write any number as a fraction as long as the numerator and denominator are the same. Well, since I have to combine that fraction with this one right here, I need its denominator to match the denominator I have. So the denominator has to be 15. And since the numerator and denominator have to be the same for it to equal 1, it becomes 15/15. So this 461 changed to 460 and 15/15. And we're going to add that to our 5/15. Now it might be a little difficult for you to see what I wrote there, so I'm going to write it again a little bit bigger on this side of the board just so you can see it. So I have 460 and 15 fifteenths. I'm going to add that to the 5 fifteenths that I had with my number already. So what is 15 fifteenths plus 5 fifteenths? 20 fifteenths. Very good. So this has now become, let me erase this, 460, because I lost that one when I borrowed it, and 20 fifteenths, and this is still 82 and 13 over 15. Okay, now I subtract. 20 minus 13 we know is 7 over 15. I subtract, I have to borrow from the 6 in order to subtract the 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. I have to borrow from the 4 to subtract the 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. 3 minus nothing is 3. So my answer is 378 and 7 fifteenths. Okay, pause now to do your practice. Okay, letter A should be 2 and 8 fifteenths. Letter B, you should have 273 and 13 over 40. 273 and 13 over 40. Okay, let me know if you had any trouble with this lesson, and I will be here to help you. Have a great day, guys. Love you so much. Bye.